Let nothing disturb you. Let nothing frighten you. All things fade away. God never changes. Patience obtains all things. Whoever has God lacks nothing. God alone suffices. Saint Teresa of Avila. Understanding power. How financial systems shape history. Throughout history, the control of money has shaped nations more powerfully than armies or politics. To understand how power operates today, we need to look at the foundations of the birth of modern banking, currency, and debt, and how they evolved to influence the modern world. Banking began as a practical solution. In medieval Europe, merchants needed a safe place to store wealth and a way to transfer it without carrying heavy coins. Early bankers acted as trusted middlemen, holding deposits and issuing notes that represented value. Over time, these notes became accepted as money themselves. In the 17th century, central banking emerged, first with the Bank of England in 1694. Governments realized they could borrow large sums from banks to fund wars and expansion. In return, banks gained power to create money through lending, a privilege that still defines the financial system today. Currency and the idea of value. A dollar, a pound, or a euro has no intrinsic worth. Its value depends on trust that others will accept it tomorrow. Historically, this trust was tied to gold or silver, but as economies grew, physical metal could not keep up. In the 20th century, most nations abandoned the gold standard, allowing governments to issue fiat money backed only by the stability of their institutions. This shift gave policymakers greater flexibility but also made economies more vulnerable to inflation, speculation, and crises of confidence. When trust in money wavers, entire systems tremble. Debt as a tool of power. Debt connects every part of the economy. For individuals, it enables opportunity, buying homes, building businesses, funding education. For governments, it finances development and defense. But debt also concentrates power. Those who lend, whether private banks or international institutions, gain influence over those who borrow. In the modern era, this dynamic defines global relationships. Developing nations often depend on loans from wealthy states or organizations like the International Monetary Fund. Conditions attached to these loans can shape national policies, sometimes prioritizing repayment over social needs. The hidden history of financial influence. Much of what drives history happens behind financial decisions. The rise and fall of empires often followed the flow of credit. The Industrial Revolution thrived because capital was available to those who could innovate. Wars were won not only by armies but by those who could fund them. Even in democratic societies, financial institutions wield quiet influence. They shape regulations, lobby governments, and decide which sectors receive investment. This influence isn't necessarily malicious, but it shows how power has shifted from land and labor to capital and credit. Understanding power structures. When people speak of power, they often think of leaders or laws. Yet behind these visible forms lies the machinery of finance, the networks of banks, markets, and investors that determine what gets built, who gets funded, and how societies grow. Understanding this system is essential for citizens who wish to engage meaningfully in economic and political life. Financial systems are not inherently unjust, but they reflect human priorities. By studying how money moves, who controls it, and how it shapes opportunity, we gain a clearer view of the forces that define our world. From ancient coinage to digital transactions, Money has been humanity's most enduring institution of trust. The story of banking, currency, and debt is not just about economics. It is about power, cooperation, and the choices societies make about who holds influence. To understand power today, follow the flow of money. It reveals not only how the world works, but how it might be shaped for the common good. If you like our videos, feel free to like and subscribe to Template Hub Driver, or contact us at templatehubdriver.com, or just email templatehubdriver@gmail.com.